Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the class of 2023. If you are able, please rise for the graduates.
Please be seated. We have all benefited from this amazing opportunity to be educated. And it is time we thank this nation, this state, and this town for investing in us. When we think of what this nation has invested in us, we tend to think of the dollars spent on providing schools and teachers, books and transportation. We tend to think of the time our parents, friends, and mentors have freely given us to help us learn and to grow. Seldom do we consider another principal investment because so many freely sacrifice for it: opportunity. The opportunity to not only go to school, but also to learn and to grow. The opportunity, like those who came before us, to change the world for the better. Think back recently to the pandemic, when the nation ground to a halt. It was healthcare workers, supply chain workers, and our scientists who stepped up to keep our country moving and provide care for those in need. Comparably now, it is our turn to step up. Whether it be joining the ranks of the same men and women who have fought to gift us this opportunity, or learning critical skills for the nation in a college or trade school, it is our turn to invest in the future of this nation. It is our turn to take upon ourselves the mantle of ensuring for the next generation these simple gifts we presently enjoy. In this endeavor, it would be short-sighted not to acknowledge the role of the military in ensuring these opportunities. Each day, the military's men and women choose to leave home with no guarantee of return, all for our benefit. So, will those who have worn a uniform, those who are currently one of the 1.2 million men and women in uniform, and those who will wear the uniform, please stand. Thank you. Thank you for helping to safeguard our opportunities and ideals. Most importantly, we must also remember those who willingly paid the ultimate price for the liberty and opportunity we presently enjoy. The sacrifice of those patriots needs no more explanation than a glance at the white rows of stars and crosses at places like Arlington National Cemetery or Normandy. So, at this time, I ask you all, for one last time, together, to please stand if you can, remove any non-religious headwear, and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Welcome, parents, family, and friends. Welcome to the members of our school board, the superintendent, our administration. Welcome to our teachers, coaches, and mentors. And for the last time, welcome to Batavia's own senior class of 2023. This is a momentous evening. I hope each one of you truly enjoys the significance of tonight. This graduation ceremony has special importance as a landmark in our journey, the journey of our lives. This landmark signifies the completion of our adolescence. As we begin, I'm sure there are many thoughts swirling through your head, particularly of the future. We may look at the next steps of our journey with excitement, while also feeling a measure of uncertainty. But right now, I want to reflect on the journey we have already taken. Classmates, I invite you to close your eyes. Just close them. Allow yourself a moment of reflection as I speak. 4 years ago, in 2019, we started as freshmen at Batavia High School. We were physically smaller, uncertain of ourselves, and afraid of upperclassmen with beards. I'm kidding. We looked up to upperclassmen in all their glory. They inspired us, left us in awe. We wondered if we could ever be like them. Then, as sophomores, we had to face the COVID-19 pandemic as it upended our world. Remember remote learning? It was tough for all of us. Social distancing, masks, endless Google Meets, and so many shutdowns of our favorite activities. We had to face emotional and social challenges that no one has ever faced before as high schoolers. We had to adapt. And we became juniors. Things slowly got better. The hallways were full during passing periods again. School activities started to pick up after a year of struggling. And then we were smacked in the face with reality. We had to relearn how to learn as we were thrown into SATs and ACTs, tougher classes, and figuring out what to do with our future. And finally, senior year. There are so many great memories. At last, back to normal, just a little older. We had a chance to flourish, and we did. Remember the accomplishments, the payoffs, the fun senior things, and the bittersweet lasts. You can open your eyes now. Look around you at the amazing people gathered here. Among us are your teachers and your friends, those who made you laugh out loud, showed compassion to you, expanded your knowledge, challenged you, changed you, as you changed them. Look around at who we have become. We are the seniors of 23. We are the upperclassmen people looked up to. We are survivors of a physical and social pandemic. And despite all the setbacks, we still learned the academics. We still fostered clubs and businesses that make a difference. We still had theater, art, and music that we created that were worth being shared. We still had victories on the sports field as the Battling Bulldogs. We still got out of bed and lived another day. Whatever your battles, you made it here tonight. Each of us with our very own journey. Tonight, that journey propels us across this stage and into our future. Tonight, remember what we did to get here, for we have accomplished great things. So welcome to the graduation of the Batavia Bulldogs Class of 2023.
Clap it up, clap it up. Okay. I know Michael Jordan. You probably know him too. In fact, everyone in this room probably knows Michael Jordan. Now, of course, I don't know him, but I know someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows Michael Jordan. An application is called the 6 degrees of separation. It's a theory that people are only 6 or fewer social connections away from each other. This means that through 6 or less connections, you might even know the person sitting next to you. We are a lot more connected than we think. School teaches us a lot of things. We learn concrete concepts such as how to factor and the importance of using Times New Roman in our essays. But we also learn the abstract, when and where to use a semicolon, historical and cultural trends, and, of course, how to connect with each other. The more we connect, the more we learn. Research from Columbia University reveals that students take ownership and responsibility of their own learning when they feel as if they belong to their academic community. I did not want to bring COVID up during my speech, as it does not define us as individuals in any way, shape, or form. However, COVID has shown us how making connections and learning are intertwined. We must acknowledge how we adapted during the last few years of our lives. Why do we hate learning from home, where in the middle of class, you could be eating a whole 4-course meal? The physical connections were not there. We couldn't connect with our teachers or our peers on a physical basis. And when we couldn't connect with them, we couldn't connect with the material. It's a fact. The more we connect, the more we learn. Connections enhance us. Being back in the classroom allowed us to engage in dialogue that expands our ideas in ways we could not have done ourselves. Connections made in the classroom opened us up to new ideas, created an environment conducive to exploration and debate, and empowered us to take risks and bridge differences. These strengthened connections will sustain our learning for the rest of our lives. As we move forward, we must still value the power of making connections. It has been easier to make connections when we see each other every day of our BPS 101.net lives. And while these relationships will always be there, no matter where we go, we will have to learn how to build new ones without the ease of high school routine. Walking out of this building and beyond, you are guaranteed to meet new people, but you are not guaranteed an instant connection. So, when faced with someone you don't know, instead of looking at them as a stranger, maybe look for one of those degrees of separation. Before I sit down, I ask all of you to look left and look right and make the effort to learn who is sitting next to you. Learn about how few connections separate you and the friends of friends next to you. Sitting here now at the graduation of Batavia's class of 2023, we are all 1 degree connected. I challenge you to find the other 5.
Thanks, Paige. A few weeks ago, Dr. Smith told me that the class of 2023 selected me to be the faculty speaker at graduation. Of course, I was honored and accepted your invitation. Then it occurred to me that both Rate My Teacher and Yelp were wrong about me. Over those past few weeks, I started putting together some ideas about what I wanted to say tonight. I was feeling good about where things were heading, and then I found out I had only 5 minutes to speak, which for me can be kind of a challenge. I swear a few years ago, Coach Piron spoke for a solid 10 minutes. But I get it. He has 3 championships, and I have 2 chins. So I think 5 minutes works and is more than fair. In the time we have, I hope I can share some advice, a story, and one last history lesson. Former heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson, was asked by reporters the day before his fight with Evander Holyfield if he was worried about Holyfield's plan for their upcoming boxing match. Tyson answered by saying, "Everyone's got a plan until they get hit in the mouth." I love that quote. It's simple and prophetic. Graduates, many of you have some sort of plan for the next few chapters of your life, and that's great. You should. But I'm here to tell you that at some point, despite your best planning, as Iron Mike predicted, you're going to get hit in the mouth. Hopefully, only figuratively. The point is, your plans may change or may take longer, either by your choosing or forces beyond your control. That's the price of the ticket. Setbacks are going to happen. It's normal. When I taught in Chicago, we had a saying, setbacks aren't anything but setups for comebacks. Setbacks will happen, but as a history teacher, I can tell you, people love a good comeback story. Parents, not to bum you out, but I read the other day that at this point, your graduating child has already spent 97% of the time they'll ever spend with you. That has to be true because I read it on Instagram. Right? Graduates, let's make the extraordinary assumption that that percentage is accurate, or at least in the ballpark. Try to appreciate the time you have with your parents, not just this summer, but beyond. Appreciate the 3%. So, in keeping with that spirit, don't be a jerk a half hour, 45 minutes from now when your parents are asking you to take a bunch of pictures, right? Let them have their Facebook flex, all right? While we're at it, the 3% will get off to a really good start this summer if you stop leaving empty cereal bowls around your house and actually finish a water bottle, all right? For many of you, this will be the longest summer ever, but for your parents, it'll fly by. Take the time to tell your parents thank you. They went through a lot of hassle to help you get that tassel. For those of you who'll be going away, I know that rhymed. It was pretty good. I'm like a rapper, all right? For those of you who'll be going away to college this fall, make sure you call your parents, and not just for money. I'd like to share some advice my dad gave me 35 years ago while he was driving me to start my freshman year of college. As we were nearing campus, he said, "Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future." I understood what it meant, took his advice, and heeded his warning. I still do. Make good choices with who you let into your life. Surround yourself with people that'll make you laugh, people that'll make you think, that are kind, make pretty good decisions, are not addicted to drama, and are truth tellers. Stay away from energy vampires. You'll find your people, but find good people. One last history lesson. In the summer of 1787, the Founding Fathers met in Philadelphia and wound up creating the U.S. Constitution. The founders by no means were perfect, but they were realists. The Constitution they created reflected this. They did not create a perfect union. Rather, they created a document that formed a more perfect union. In 1787, after the convention ended, none of those guys high-fived each other and said, "Nailed it." It's been the challenge of every generation of Americans to make our union more perfect. When I talk to a lot of people my age, they're pessimistic about the future. Well, I'm not, because I've spent the last 4 years getting to know and teaching the class of 2023. And I'm happy to report that you'll help make our union even more perfect. The story of the Batavia High School Class of 2023 is filled not just with characters, but characters with character. My front row seat has allowed me to hear your ideas, bear witness to your energy, see your kindness and compassion, pose tough questions worth answering, confront intolerance, have the courage to be you, be awed by your intelligence, and somehow you managed to turn the word bro into a gender-neutral word. I have faith in the future because I have faith in you. If indeed democracy dies in darkness, I know the class of 2023 will help keep the light on. President Franklin Roosevelt said of your great-grandparents' generation that they had a rendezvous with destiny. They did. Now so do you. Congratulations, class of 2023, and thanks for letting me be a small part of your very big night.
Welcome families and friends of the class of 2023. A special thank you to Dr. Hitchens and the Board of Education for your presence here tonight and constant support of these BHS graduates. A lot of people talk about the class of 2023 being our freshman class when we went on a 2-week pause in the spring of 2020. If you have your buzzword bingo cards out tonight, you would have checked off a lot of boxes already. I'll just add a couple more. Our new normal, social distancing, unprecedented times. This group of students went from getting ready for school each day to rolling out of bed at 7:34 to log on by 7:35. We got to meet their pets and see their posters in their backgrounds. After they returned to BHS, many were greeted by us taking their temperature every morning and asking them to pull up their masks several times a day. We are thrilled that those buzzwords and experiences are behind us, and our 2020 freshmen are moving on to create a better world for all of us. As you leave BHS, know how proud we are of you and what you have accomplished. The world that awaits you is full with infinite possibilities and boundless opportunities. It is a world that is evolving rapidly, driven by technology, interconnectedness, and the pursuit of innovation. As you step out into this ever-changing landscape, remember to remain adaptable, resilient, and open-minded. In your quest for success, do not lose sight of the importance of balance. Find time for self-reflection, self-care, and meaningful relationships. Cherish the memories and friendships forged here, for they will serve as a constant reminder of the foundation upon which your success is built. I wish you the best of luck, and I'm excited to hear about your accomplishments. I would now like to turn it over to Dr. Hitchens, our superintendent, for her very last graduation speech.
Congratulations on your graduation. You've worked hard to reach this milestone, and I'm proud to certify you as graduates of our school district. Take the lessons you've learned with you as you move on. Hard work, kindness, and perseverance will serve you well. I'm honored to have been your superintendent and look forward to your future achievements. Good luck in your next adventure. All right, time for a confession. That speech was written for me by a robot, by ChatGPT, or artificial intelligence. And you have to admit, it wasn't that bad. I decided to incorporate AI into my speech because we find ourselves in a very peculiar situation. AI is creeping into our reality. Should we be preparing ourselves for some sort of robot takeover? Do we need to defend ourselves against the robots? No, probably not. Well, just in case, let's talk through a couple strategies to defeat the robots. We need to decide what we can do that the robots will never be able to do. Perform random acts of kindness, cheer up somebody who's having a bad day, create content that resonates with humans, make someone laugh, help someone feel safe, feel welcome, feel included, boost someone's confidence, and listen, really listen to somebody tell a story. I know you're thinking, some of you might be thinking that robots can do some of these things too, but only a human can make these things count by having intent and emotion. Without those, they're just strings of words or automated processes. In summary, show up, be there for others, and we will win this fight against the robots. So how did a speech about certifying candidates for graduation lead to a strategy session about avoiding a robot apocalypse? I don't know either, but that's the beauty of being human. Humans don't have to follow an algorithm. We don't always follow a linear path. Tangents can sometimes lead to some pretty cool discoveries. This is a night that you will never forget, and neither will I, since it's my final graduation. The class of 2023 will always have a special place in my heart. In conclusion, to quote my AI robot friend, you've worked hard to reach this milestone, and I'm proud to certify you as graduates of our school district.
Thank you, Dr. Hitchens. I stand here before you due to the honor of being school board president with the task of extending a heartfelt congratulations from the board and all others at BPS 101. Today, uniquely so, I stand before you as a father, hey Riley, neighbor, friend, mentor, and Bulldog community member, doing my best to represent those same people that supported you. One phrase I often hear is, if you find your passion, you will never work a day in your life. In my humble opinion, that's malarkey. This is a misrepresented belief that your passion explodes out of you. Sometimes it does, your path is clear, more often it does not. I much prefer the saying that my high school art teacher, Mr. Rushton, which proves they will remember your names, teachers, displayed on his wall. And keep in mind, I'm paraphrasing this, it was 33 years ago when I last saw it. It read, "Talent is nothing more than the desire to persist." And so I don't get marked down by Ms. Perlman or Ms. Heim. I must cite my sources. While this quote is a driving force in my core beliefs, I never knew who said it until I looked it up for this speech. Apparently, it's a derivation of a quote by none other than the popular culture painter with a better-known saying of, "We don't make mistakes, just happy accidents," Mr. Bob Ross. Here's the key. What allows you to persist is passion. That drive to keep going, to keep exploring, to keep learning, to keep getting better. Passion is what drives you to discover your path. As you sit here, I want you to think about your path. If you don't think you have one, let me assure you, you do. Nobody could have gone through the challenges, trials, and tribulations and exceptional accomplishments that you have had without being one. You all started your freshman year like every other class before you. You were a bit nervous, starting this weird block schedule, meeting future friends, and not even realizing you were taking your first step on your path. You were ripped away from in-person classes to learn literally on the fly. Even worse, virtually. Sometimes it was simply hard. Sometimes it was soul-crushing. Everyone knew it wasn't the best, but your talent and passion to persevere is why you are all sitting here today. You overcame, you excelled, and you earned every one of your accomplishments. My point is that straight paths are boring. They should meander. They should have hard turns and difficult climbs. If they don't, you're not doing it right. All those challenges will make you better, or at least resilient. Good paths have crossroads, like the one you are here today. The only way you can't go is back. Keep walking, keep exploring, and keep persisting. Your path continues ahead. A wise woman, and you can thank Dr. Hitchens, told me to keep this speech short as I am the last person standing between you and your diploma. I am honored to represent the entire Bulldog community by saying congratulations, you have earned it. I now present Mr. Bayer and Mr. Catero as they call you up on the next step of your path.
Kyle James Rint. Paige Barter. Abram Marcus Alley. Roy Joseph Moss McMorrow. Abigail Abate. Kimberly Evelyn Adams. Simi Joel Efelarin. Zainab T. Ahmad. Quinn Christopher Ahrens. Owen Aiken. Noah Paul Ayazi. Zainab Ekdush. Bryn Sophia Albert. Elizabeth Alberts. Jack Henry Ambrose. Kyle Benjamin Ambrose. Megan Elizabeth Anderson. Raylan Therese Anderson. Cale David Andrews. Lindsay Marie Anselmi. Andrew Enrique Agoya Jr. Angelina Michelle Artwall. Molly Christine Artenreith. Elijah Aaron Baffis. Nolan Bainter. Eli Dietrich Balisi. Jesse Balog. Miranda Rose Baylock. Carly Grace Balzanto. Joseph Lucas Barbush. Gavin Barr. Michelle Barrera. Julian Baum. Margaret Kathleen Baus. Liliana Claire Bednarik. Erica Beltran. Janina Denise P. Beltran. Gabriel T. Bankers. Owen Billy. Richard Black. Rachel Elizabeth Blonick. Jackson Craig Bland. Margaret Amelia Blau. Lindsay G. Bloom. Taylor Ann Bodie. Presley A. Bowman. Delia E. Bonet. Jonathan S. Boone. TJ Bore. Grace Angelica Bowser. Claire Elizabeth Brady. Ava Elizabeth Bradley. Caden Brewer. Alex Nicholas Brightsprock. Noah A. Brooks. Meredith Ann Brown. Michaela Ray Brown. Jack T. Brosny. A. Kateria Bryan. Jesus Buzio. Jaquez Amar Buckley. Benjamin S. Budke. Bailey Stevens Bunyard. Annarisa Burke. Drew Cafaro. Faith May Cathamer. Lauren Callahan. Benjamin Connor Kaleha. Genevieve Anna Lauren Canal. Jack Thomas Caniff. Anthony Caparelli. Nicholas D. Carino. Isabella Christine Carano. Summer Caitlin Chambers. Jackson Pierce Cheney. Emily D. Chinon. Ethan Joseph Cieslak. Gemma Lillian Cohen. Kyle Edward Colazzo. Reese Virginia Coonrod. Addison Lee Cooper. Grace Morgan Cooper. Jacob Paul Cooper. Tara Ann Cooper. Liam Philip Corcoran. Juliana J. Cornwell. Anaya B. Corsini. Anthony Joseph Costa. Sarah Marie Kramer. Alec Michael Crum. Michael C. Culbertson. Druthi Dagobati. Sanjay Dave. Eli Xavier Davis. Brooke Nicole Day. Natalie Lynn Dean. Aubrey Gail de Guzman. Heidi Delgado. Andrew Christian Despy. Riley Lynn DiBiase. Sydney C. Diebold. Charlie Dietz. Mira Leonardo Doherty. McKenna Nicole Shorey Donahue. Adeline Edna Druckman. Catherine Logan Dukoff. Joshua Isaiah Dunn. Macy Sandra Dunn. Guadalupe J. Duran. Itzel Duran. Sawyer William Diamond. Alexander James Ebel. Dylan Michael Egan. Claire Elizabeth Elward. David Escamilla. Jerem Josue Escamilla. Zachary Ryan Falvo. Stephanie Jacqueline Farron. Cale Christopher Farrar. Kenzie Grace Feliciano. Nathan John Feller. Abigail Marie Felvey. Victoria Fender. Caden Thomas Federoff. Benjamin Kaz Feuerborn. Layla M. Figueres. Kathleen Rose Flaherty. Zoe Flesh. Samuel Joseph Fultus. Javon Tiffany Fowlers. Kyle Daniel Galis. Talia Marta Gallas. Ailish Garcia. Tara Elian Garcia. Jimena Garcia. Rafael Garcia. Callie Joe Gardner. Aiden Paul Garrity. Ashlyn Lynn Garrity. Riley Lynn Garrity. Tanner Charles Golick. Andrew Robert Gerke, Nikos James Gibson, Molly Renee Geeson, Bronson Max Gilbert, Jordan Page Glisson, Ricky Gonzalez, Andrew R. Gorski, Madeline May Graham, Anna Maisie Green, Madeline Elizabeth Green, Taylor Victoria Greer Ahmed, Cameron Carl Grizel, Leslie Emma Guerrero, Riddhi Gupta, Veronica Elizabeth Gustin, Brayton Joseph Gooch, Alex Aiden Hayer, Blake Michael Hager, Michaela Hamilton, Hayden Ashley Hampton, Kaylee Ann Hansen, Megan Elise Hartman, Eric Orion Hayes, Declan Hellard, Patrick Joseph Herman, Bianca Hernandez, Abigail Elizabeth Heron, Colin Burke Hervey, Kane Ellis Hervey, Avery L. Hickman, Emily Ann Holland, Samuel Joseph Holloman, Lauren Ashley Hahn, Libby Jane Hahn, Madeline Ray Cooper, Nico Hopper, Ryan Nathan Horlock, Madeline Hotham, Ashley Grace Hauser, Jason William Howard, Riley Hope Howes, Morgan Sandra Hutchins, Sophia Ashley Impastato, Josephine Ellen Ingersoll, Tyler Allen Jancy, Jillian Elise Jefferson, Audrey Elizabeth Jensen, Gianna Dolores Jensen, Julia Marie Johnson, Zubia Kamran, Quinn Kapernekis, Melanie Patricia Klein, Liam Robert Kelly, Jackson Reese Kelso, Elizabeth Florence Kerr, Andrew Kirshner, PJ Kissane, Nicholas Scott Clan, Joseph Dylan Kleist, Brandon Knauts, Kendall Jane Connect, Marcus Noth, Alexander Brian Koch, Bridget Ann Koski, Nataporn Kochasan, Taylor Marie Krantz, Kyle Christopher Christensen. Sarah Kruger. Kira Christine Kruptowitz. Gabriella Jean Koretsky. Adam James Kushevsky. Addison Lamana. Latrell Zyshawn Latimer. Colin Michael Law. Paulina Lianos. Ethan Lechnick. Mia Dady Lefevre. Cade Leonard. Mackenzie Ray Lamont.
Jaron Charles Lightfoot. Madeline Paige Linda Blad. Emily Olivia Lindsay. Joseph David Lachlan. Evan Longmire. Evelyn Rooks Lopez. Ella Kristen Lorenz. Quinton Anthony Lowe. Allison Rose Lucas. Avery Taylor Lucy Lundbland. Liam McKenzie. Roderick Ian McKenzie. Rio Madrazo. Roberto Madrigal Blanco. Cameron Allen Marchinkaitis. Blue Mares. Marley K. Marvin. Kai Mateo Masheri. John H. Mason. Benjamin Quinn Matthews. Jasmine Denise Maxey. Andrew Grayson Mayo. Campbell Mora Mayo. Rachel Jeanette McLean. Evan Christopher McIntosh. Salem McKenna. Riley Clifford Meadows. Carmen Ruth Mertz. Daya Meyer. Jeremy Meyer. Allison Grace Michael. Sarah Elizabeth Michael. Aaron Milhausen. Adam Matthew Miller. Lillian Grace Miller. Nathaniel J. Miller. Yaneli Monroe. Joey Monty. Summer Noel Moore. Zenab Musvi. Vaya G. Morabito. Nicole Elise Moreno. Cameron Mraz. Haley C. Mueller. Abby Elizabeth Murphy. Molly Catherine Murphy. Megan Elizabeth Muzzy. Lainey Robin Myers. Leah Daniela Myers. Ryan Daniel Neff. Chloe Rose Nelson. Alice Maisie Neville. Gavin David Newkirk. Lily Diane Newkirk. Connor Huang Nguyen. Brady James Nowowski. Gustavo Nacelo Silo. Luis Fernando Nacelo Cielo. Benjamin Oberbeck. Drew Joseph Oberweiss. Isabel Rose O'Brien. Audrey O'Connell. Zachary David Olson. Gabrielle Frigo Dutro Ontalba. Samantha Nicole Orjuela. Brody Drew Osborne. Drake D. Ostrander. Alec Denham O'Toole. Amanda N. Otten. Aubrey Overcash. Elena Tiguan Owens. Sean Cale Parker. Olivia Rose Parmalee. Timothy William Pascady. Clara Ward Patterson. Caden Christian Pavlasic. Grace Elizabeth Pavnica. Susu Paw. Brody Robert Pecor. Benjamin A. Pellick. Adrian Pelmoine. Andy Larry Pena. Eric Michael Perkins. Avery C. Peters. Julia Peterson. Tara Bryn Pierce. August Jacob Eskaya Plag. Andrew Daniel Platt. Derek Timothy Pluck. Emily Miriam Plenio. Elena Grace Plurday. Carolyn Marie Pottenbaum. Caitlin E. Preble. Nolan Prentice. Levi Jacob Pruitt. Seth Queen. Diana Juarez. Emily Fujimori Ramirez. Jacob Michael Rash. Sarah Catherine Ratcliffe. Andrew Thomas Reedy. Aiden D. Regal. Lauren K. Reed. Luke T. Reimer. Kelly Ann Ryder. Matthew Edward Rexness. Matthew V. Rempert. Fabian Reyes. Flavio Reyes. Eleanor Reynolds. Erlan E. Riley. Theodore J. Ritchie. Josue Elizer Rivera. Padraig William Roberts. Roy Eugene Roby. Jocelyn M. Roshi. Lucas Mitchell Rohan. Olivia Ann Roller. Eric Roman. Andrew Gianni Romero. Alexis Victoria Rosas. Adam Piotr Russo. Keegan G. Rowe. Caden Daniel Rudd. Mackenzie Leanne Rule. Peyton Rain Rummel. Allison Grace Rupert. Aubrey Colleen Rupp. Aiden Rydell. Jack R. Sadowski V. Eduardo Senens. Carolina Salaman. Eder Sanchez. Zachary Albert Soritaro. Henry Robert Saul. Mira Eileen Sauter. Nathaniel Lois Schaefer. Eli Brian Schieber. Jason Walter Schindelbeck. Anna Yelisaveta Schleiman. Emmeline Julia Schmedecke. Spencer Will Schmedecke. Amanda Nicole Schmelder. Katharina Elizabeth Schmidt. Sydney Claire Schmitz. Hannah R. Schneider. Caroline M. Schrader. Kathleen Kelly Schroeder. Brody B. Siebold. Tina Katharina Sedalarova. Gretchen Elizabeth Sellenberg. Almuthana Shihab. Kelly Shay Shortall. Elder A. Shigeyev. Nathan Singh. Brooke Ann Silbernagel. Sophia Grace Sims. Grace Corinne Sindelar. Jacob Taylor Sleechniak. Mason Thomas Smith. Avery E. Solomon. Edith Soriano Sanchez. Taylor Ann Spencer. Samantha Marie Steen. Taylor Bernice Steinis. Dylan Sky Stevens. Jackson Connor Stiles. Nora Sharon Steiner. Addie St. Ange. Thomas James Strohs. Adrian Joseph Sussick. Sriram Swaminathan. Benjamin Swanson. Zachary Scott Zuberla. Ethan Harold Tarver. Seth Nolan Tarver. Jada Lynn Taylor. Jana Marie Taylor. Ava Elizabeth Thomas. Zoe Thomas. Nora Thorough. Anthony Michael Tonkovich. Ava Francesca Torreso. Keegan J. Townsend. Asia Triplett. John Robert Josick. Sophia Sina. Alexander Connolly Turner. Ethan Marshall Ubben. Dylan Ungstad. Trevor William Uttritz. Madeline Maya Vaja. Kiara Lauren Vanderhagen. Theodore Kevin Vanderheiden. Alexa Vanderloot Garden. Shannon Leanne Vanny. Willem Isaac Van Loon. Ariana Marie Venecia. Tyler Jackson Vermont. Andre David Thomas Vershaw. Madeline Marie View. Ella Dora Villacaressis. Lola C. Borelli. Alyssa Lois Vidar. Aiden James Voigt. Sophia Voza. Ashlyn Elizabeth Waits. Samantha Waldron. Kristen Elizabeth Wankat. Grant Patrick Wardinsky. Caitlin Abigail Wassel. McKenna Lee Wassel. Jack Heath Watson. Jacob Ryan Weber. James Wendy. Weston Robert White. Zaria White. Ryan Lawrence Whitwell. Michael William Wilkin. Everett David Williams. Raven Sophia Solis Willowite. Brian August Worsing. William Brian Watiley. Evans Alexis Walnick. Hayden Michael Worley. Kieran Yasato. Caitlin Elizabeth Young. Mia Isabella Zaragoza. James Robert Zitkus.
It is a high honor and distinct privilege to speak before you all tonight, not only as a proud member of the Batavia community, but as a now graduate of the class of 2023. It's been a long night with a lot of excitement, and as a proud instigator on the stage, let's keep it going. I would ask everyone in this arena for their loudest and their proudest Go Bulldogs in 3, 2, 1. In all seriousness, though, we are here to graduate together as a community. We oftentimes forget in our day-to-day lives how much time we have spent together. From kindergarten through today, we have spent an amazing 2,340 days across 468 weeks creating that community. And in about 5 minutes, that community is going national. From Oregon to Maine, from California to Georgia, we are taking our bulldog spirit and pursuing our passions. You know, the past 13 years can only go so far in preparing us for this new era we are about to enter. We will not function around a 7:35 to 2:30 bell, be assigned random lunchroom periods where our seats never seem to change, or be utterly confused that BHS has an E and F wing. However, those same years have given us the incredible opportunity to explore our new interests. Our high school journey has allowed us to explore various pursuits, from the mathematical theories of physics and trigonometry to the creation of our own businesses and the innovation of engineering and graphic designs, all in the endeavor of hopefully finding our niche. And whatever that niche may be, it will, in time, lead us to our passions. Over the course of the past year, we have relentlessly been asked, what are our plans after graduation? Some of us know where we are headed. Others are still figuring it out. And for some of us, we just have no idea. Regardless of where you may be on your own individual journey, don't worry. We are all starting off on our own unique paths. You know, I'm reminded of one of my favorite quotes by Winston Churchill. A pessimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity. An optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. Churchill, one of the most consequential and one of my favorite politicians in all of human history, reminds us that we must find our own sources of difficulty wherever it may lead. In finding our own difficulties, we often allow ourselves to be fearful and defined by the one-dimensional opinions of others, that when we dig deep and try to explore our passions, we miss our opportunity because we are paralyzed by the mere perception that society is going to judge us on the words we use and the actions that we take. If there is but one thing to take away from this speech tonight, it is this: it is never too late to think or to dream or to pursue an opportunity. Your path to success is one idea, one phone call, one interview, and yes, even one TikTok away from changing your life forever. And it only starts when you take that first step. Personally, I can't wait to see how each and every one of us grows and develops into the extraordinary human beings we all have the capacity to be. Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. I would ask my fellow graduates to please remove their tassels from their hats. Please stand and join me in celebrating the extraordinary class of 2023.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again, when I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong, and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
Let the light guide your way. Yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about